morning students. This is Parvati working as a physics teacher in Oxford High School, Uppugunduru. In previous class we learnt how to draw the ray diagrams for a convex lens. 3 ray diagrams are completed in before session. In this session, how to draw the ray diagrams, 3 ray diagrams for convex lens and what are the ray diagrams for a biconcave lens. In this session, I have to explain what are the remaining ray diagrams of a convex lens and what are the ray diagrams of a biconcave lens or concave lens. See, fourth ray diagram of convex lens is when the object is placed between F1 and C1, when the object is placed between pole and center of curvature, where will the image should be formed? See, this is for biconvex lens, pole, focus F1, center of curvature C1, focus F2, center of curvature C2. In this case, when the object is placed between F1 and C1, when the object is placed between F1 and C1, this is for object. The first light ray is coming from top of the object. The refraction should be takes place at this point. After refraction, the refracted ray will passes through the focus. Okay, na? And next second light ray is passes through the optic center. That means it does not deviate and goes straight. This is the first refracted ray and this is the second refracted ray. Here the two refracted rays are meet at a point here only. Okay, now in this one, draw a straight line from this point to the principal axis. This indicates the image. In this one, the image should be formed beyond the center of curvature. Okay, Nama, when the object is placed between F1 and C1, the image should be formed beyond the center of curvature. That means here the characteristics of this image is here the image should be formed. Where will the image is formed? The image should be formed beyond center of curvature. Image formed beyond center of curvature. Beyond center of curvature. Okay, Nama. Here it is an enlarged image or diminished image. Here this is for height of the object and this is for the height of the image. That means it is an enlarged image. It is an enlarged image. In this case, the object should be kept at the above the principal axis. The image should be formed below the principal axis. That means the image should be formed in a reverse direction. That's why it is a real image. This image can be captured on the screen. Any image that can be captured on the screen, that image should be called as a real image. All real images are inverted images. All real images are inverted images. Okay, Nama. Here, in this case, when the object is placed between F1 and C1, the image formed beyond center of curvature, it is an enlarged image, and this is a real image, and this is a inverted image. Okay, Nama. See the fifth case, when the object is at focus. When the object is at focus, and where will the image should be formed? Here, pole, focus, center of curvature. Here, focus and center of curvature. In this case, when the object is placed at focus, this is for object, Amma. Object should be kept at center of curvature. Here, the first light ray is coming from top of the object, is incident on the convex lens. After refraction, the refracted ray will pass through the focus. And the second light ray is coming from the top of the object and will pass through the optic center. Any light ray which will pass through the optic center means it does not deviate. Okay, Nama? This is the refracted ray and this is the refracted ray. The two refracted rays does not intersect to each other. Here, the two refracted rays are parallel to each other. In this one, if any two refracted rays are meet at a point, that point is the image of an object. But in this case, the refracted rays does not deviate, they are parallel to each other. Then where will the image should be formed? Here it is very impossible, the image should not be formed. But in this case also the image should be formed. But there is no particular place for the image formation. Here, the nature of the light is, if any obstacle is introduced in the path of the light ray, the light is bends along its edges and moving and goes straight. This is the basic nature of the light. Okay, Nama? Here these two are the parallel rays. If any obstacle is introduced in between two parallel rays, these two parallel rays are bends along its edges and these two rays are meet at a point. Okay, now that point gives the image. That point gives the image. In this case, here the image should be formed at infinitive. The image should be formed at infinitive. Image formed at infinitive. Okay, now here it is an enlarged image. It is a enlarged image. It is an enlarged image. It can be caught on the screen. That's why it is a real image. That's why it is a real image. All real images are inverted images. All real images are inverted images. Okay, Nama. Here, if an object is placed at focus, the image should be formed at infinitive. It is an enlarged image and it is a real image. All real images are inverted image. See the sixth ray diagram. When the object is at pole and focus. When the object is at pole and focus. Okay, Nama. This is for pole, focus, center of curvature. And this is for F2 and this is the center of curvature. If an object is placed between pole and focus, this case should be used in the construction of microscope. The main importance of microscope is to use the inaccessible organs. That means micro-organs can be seen by using the microscope. Here, in the case of microscope, the size of the particles and size of the any microorganisms can be enlarged. Okay, now this principle should be used in the construction of microscope. See, Amma, here if an object is placed between pole and focus, where will the image should be formed? Here the first light ray is coming from the top of the object. After refraction, it will be passes through the focus. See, the second light ray is passes through the optic center, means it does not deviate. Okay, Nama? This is the refracted ray and this is the two refracted ray. Actually, these two refracted rays are not parallel to each other. See, Rama? Here, if the two refracted rays are extended backwards, at a certain point the two refracted rays meet. Here this point gives the image of an object. There is a straight line from this point to the principal axis. Okay, now this indicates the image size. This indicates the image height or image height. That means when the object is placed between pole and focus, the image should be formed at the same side of the object. Okay, Namma. If an object is placed between pole and focus, the image should be formed on the same side of the object. And that means if an object is placed above the principal axis, the image also formed on the above the principal axis. Okay, na? And this image is a straight, erect, and that means this image cannot be captured on the screen. Any image that cannot be captured on the screen means that is a virtual image. What are the characteristics of this image? Here, the image should be formed. The image formed same side of the object. The image should be formed same side of the object. The image should be formed same side of the object. And next one, it is an enlarged image or magnified image. Magnified image or enlarged image, both are gives the equal meaning. Okay, Nama? It is an enlarged image. And next one, this image cannot be captured on the screen. That's why it is a virtual image. All virtual images are erect images. All virtual images are erect images. Okay, Nama? Sira, this principle should be used in the construction of microscope. The main importance of the microscope means to see the small organs. Okay, Nama, to see the small organ. In this one, when the object is placed between pole and focus, the image should be formed same side of the object, and it is an enlarged image or magnified image. This image cannot be captured on the screen, and this is a virtual image. All virtual images are erect images. These are the three ray diagrams for a convex lens. In before classes, three ray diagrams are completed. In this class, the three ray diagrams are completed. See the next one, Amma. Ray diagrams for a biconcave lens or concave lens. Only two ray diagrams are drawn regarding the biconcave lens, Amma. Only two ray diagrams. The first ray diagram is when the object is at infinitive, and the second ray diagram is when the object is placed anywhere between pole and focus. Anywhere between pole and infinitive. Pole and infinitive. See the next one, Amma, ray diagrams of a concave lens. Ray diagrams of a concave lens. Only two ray diagrams, Amma. See the first ray diagram when the object is at infinitive. When the object is at infinitive. When the object is at infinitive. Second ray diagram is when the object is placed anywhere between pole and infinitive. Anywhere between pole and infinitive. Only two ray diagrams can be drawn for the concave lens. The first one is when the object is at infinitive. Generally, concave lens is represented by like this. Okay, Nama? Here pole, focus and center of curvature. Focus and center of curvature. See, Amma? Here, the light ray which is parallel to the principal axis, after refraction it bends away from the normal. Here, the light ray which is parallel to the principal axis, after refraction it bends away from the normal. Okay, now? This is incident ray and this is the refracted ray. Here incident ray and refracted ray. Okay, here in this case, if the two refracted rays are extended backward, here extended backward. Here also the two refracted rays are extended backward. If the two refracted rays are extended backwards, here that two rays are meet at a point focus. That means the image should be formed at focus. Here see the characteristics of this image. Characteristics of this image is, okay, Nama, here image should be formed. Image formed at focus. Okay, Nama, it appears to diverge from the focus. That's why all the extended refracted rays gives our virtual image, Amma. All virtual images are erect images. Here the image should be formed at focus. It is a point size image. It is a point size image. Point size image. And next one, it cannot be captured on the screen. That's why it is a virtual image. All virtual images are erect image. All virtual images are erect image. See this case, Amma. Here, actually, the refracted rays appears to diverge from the focus. Appears to diverge from the focus. That means, if the two light rays are starting from the same point, that are moving in a different direction. Okay, Nama? That rays are called as diverging rays. In this case, when the object is placed at infinitive, the image should be formed at focus. It is a point-sized image. It is a virtual image. It cannot be captured on the screen. It cannot be captured on the screen. That's why it is a erect image. See the next ray diagram. When the object is placed between pole and infinitive. When the object is placed between pole and infinitive. Okay? Pole, focus, center of curvature. And next focus and next center of curvature. See, Amma? Anywhere between pole and focus, infinitive. If an object is placed anywhere between pole and focus, for example, if an object is placed at C2, the image should be formed between pole and focus. If an object is placed between F2 and C2, the image should be formed between pole and focus. When the object is placed at F, the image should be formed between pole and focus. If an object is placed between pole and focus, the image is also formed in between pole and focus. That's why when the object is placed anywhere between pole and infinitive, the image is always formed between pole and focus. See Amma, this is the first light ray. After refraction, the refracted ray bends away from the normal. Okay, Amma? And second light ray which is passing through the optic center means it does not deviate. This refracted ray is extended backward and this is passes through the focus. Here, the two rays are meet at a certain point. Draw a straight line from this point to the principal axis. That means this indicates the image. Here, the image should be formed between pole and focus. If an object is placed between F2 and C2 means the image should be formed between pole and focus. Okay, Nama? See the characteristics. Here, image formed. The image should be formed. Image should be formed between pole and focus. Okay, Nama? Compared to object, it is a very less size. That means it is a diminished image. It is a diminished image. Okay, Nama? It is a diminished image. It cannot be captured on the screen. That's why it is a virtual image. It is a virtual image. And all virtual images are erect image. All virtual images are erect image. See, Amma, if an object is placed anywhere in between pole and infinitive, the image is always formed in between pole and focus. That image is a diminished image and that image is a virtual image. All virtual images are erect image. Okay, Nama? In this session, we learned what are the three ray diagrams for a convex lens and what are the two ray diagrams of a concave lens. Okay, Nama? Thank you.